So there's a no kinks thing in the upper.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome to a special edition of Salem, Indiana Live Project Next, No Kings 2 across Indiana. I'm with Ethan Sweetland May, one of my favorite new people. I didn't know him a couple months ago until a couple months ago. He's running for Indiana Senate. What's your name? What district's it called? 60 something?
47.
Oh, it's so close.
You were very
47.
Close. Anywhere between 1 and 100.
Oh, I gotta go live on Instagram before I forget. Let me do that. Okay.
All the lives. Man.
So many lives.
So many.
I'm also live on Substack now because of this guy, Scott Aaron Rodgers is the freaking tech genius.
Stand right here.
Yeah.
Sure, stay in the camera screen.
So I know.
I got it. Good morning.
We're also on live with Hoosleft. So Scott Aaron Rodgers, who lives in Bloomington, I've met him 4 times in person now, but have done hundreds of hours of shows with him. I love him so much. He's from Bloomington. He is staying here in this amazing house in Salem, and he's doing live coverage today and tomorrow because there's another event going on tomorrow here, calling out Where's Aaron Houchin, our congresswoman, who's she does come out. If you are a Republican donor, she does come out.
I mean, you have to make time for the people that are really.
I have a lot of Republican friends, and they post pictures with her, so she is available if you are on her side going to her events. I just want to acknowledge that. But if you are a Democrat that want to ask her a question about how she votes, silence.
Yeah.
So we got to make that distinction. But okay, so today is No Kings.
Today's No Kings.
Today's No Kings. I saw some place where it's like over 2,500 protests, No Kings 2 protests across the country. Do you know how many are in Indiana?
I think last I saw there were at least 35.
But I was thinking that's awesome.
Yeah.
So around 35 of them in Indiana. We're covering like half of those, or close to half, on Scott Aaron Rodgers' platform. So you guys, we got comments here. So you guys, once this is over on Project Next, because I'm just going to film for a little bit. Once that's over, go to Hoosleft. It's on Facebook. I don't know whether he's on Instagram. It's on YouTube, Facebook, and then Substack. YouTube, Facebook, Substack. Hoosleft, HOOSLFT. That's Scott Aaron Rodgers. He's the guy that does our Hoosleft This Week Sunday show.
Great show.
Which you've been on at least.
I've been on once.
You've been on once. Yes. Yes. So flip over to that once this one ends, or you just apparently watches both live and the weird thing that's going on.
Yeah.
You take a break for a minute. That's what you should do, because Scott,
Lemon honey
you're doing a lot of don't rest the precious voice. Have you heard his voice? He has a very good.
It's a good radio voice.
It's a good radio voice. I've heard some
just a touch of sultry.
Very famous men in Indiana tell me they envy that voice.
I mean, duh.
Yeah. So Ethan,
Sarah,
my friend and your friend Dan Cannon.
Oh yes.
Somehow magically got you to run for State House.
Yes, State Senate. Yes.
State Senate.
Yes.
I will sleep saying State House.
You're running for State House. I'm running for State Senate because we have made questionable choices.
Yes. That's so true. And I mean, again, when I put the shirt back on, the Sarah Blessing, I literally had to like confront my trauma from the last one. I was like, am I ready? I don't know.
Yeah. But I made the decision to run right at the end of May, and Minnesota State Rep Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark were killed in their home. Then 2 days before my campaign, launch event,
my phone's got
Charlie Kirk was killed in Utah.
Oh my god!
And so I was like, in terms of the time to make oneself a public figure, there have been better
Me
times.
And you are similar, because the day I did my first speech at the in a convention, that's the first day me and you met, Scott Aaron Rodgers. I did a good speech. I only did it like 2 minutes of like 4. It went really well. I'm driving home on the high of that, really excited. That's the day Trump was shot. So can we do? No, I'm losing my internet. Can we do speeches out in public? And then I was like contacting Tim Peck, and because we were going to do speeches at his big rally, this rally we did in Clark County, and I started getting worried. So he legit did this for me. He paid for to come to that event because I was freaking out about us.
Yeah.
So like, we should bring the rhetoric down so that our politicians, no matter what side, are not going to get shot at public places. It's a thought.
are definitely constructions. These are not ways of thinking and relating that come naturally to neighbors.
Right.
We are all in the grip of camps that make money off people being angry and vilifying each other. It doesn't matter very much who you're vilifying, so long as you're vilifying. Because if you make an outrageous comment, someone else will jump on and make an outrageous comment, and that will generate heat. It will generate clicks. It will generate more comments.
I saw like
that's the objective.
Yes,
that is
so right. I saw a
the
really good
objective.
meme and I posted it on like all my places where it was something like when one side convinces the other side that they're not human, that's when you got to take a step back. And so we recognize it when we look back at like with Martin Luther King in the 60s and the 50s. We recognize that it's awful.
Right.
You're vilifying people. That's terrible. But both sides are doing it now. I talked to this 17-year-old named Dylan that's a Republican, and we message about stuff.
So I saw him. Really good.
No, I haven't interviewed him. That was
Chris.
That's Christopher. That's okay. That's the other Republican. I want to have Dylan on, but that kid says he's busy. But I want to have him on. He told me on a phone call with Tim. It was like Tim Peck. It was a 3-way phone call. He said, my Republican friends think monster. I don't think that's true. And I'm like, my side thinks you are the monsters. And I don't think that's true. So we got to realize both sides think the other side's scary.
Right. Well, and that is not a natural occurrence. That is not the result of people making rational choices. It is the result of getting rhetoric that is designed to polarize us. And I mean, you talk about like what really unites us, like what really keeps us fighting for the same thing. You were talking about authoritarianism right before I sat down.
Yes.
I was homeschooled all 12 grades.
I'm going to do a Project Next full-on episode about that. I want a deep dive.
But I was homeschooled all 12 grades. I was raised in very conservative circles. Oh my God, the ghost of Scott Aaron Rodgers just came in the background. I was raised in very conservative people, very conservative circles. And the main thing that I was raised fearing was the idea that the government, the federal government, would ignore the power of Congress, would ignore the power of governors and local officials, sheriffs, and would be able to deploy troops into our streets to carry out their policies. Now, we can argue, we can have there is a good debate broken in our immigration system, how we need to fix it happen. But the people I was raised by told me that when the federal government can do this, it can do it to you. There is no way to give this kind of power to let masked federal agents arrest people without warrants, detain them because of what they look like, because of what their last name sounds like, and it not then be turned around and be applicable to you. Right?
Do this.
This is the problem. This is what we need to be honest about. We need to fix our broken immigration system.
Right.
We need to fix our housing crisis and our medical and like our healthcare crisis. But masked federal agents with $150 billion budget, $40 billion to bail out Argentinian farmers while American farmers are getting shoved under the bus. Not thrown, but shoved under the bus.
You've got to hear this.
Okay.
I had Christopher Machen on my show on Thursday. He's my favorite Republican. He's Tim's nephew. He's 21. He's a giant Republican. He worked on Nikki Haley's campaign. And he agrees with us on most things, but he has seen so many different stuff on the right about ICE. It's fascinating. He says stuff like, I'm like, well, what are you seeing on Republican in the news about ICE? Because we're seeing real footage of people being hurt that shouldn't be hurt. And there's no stopping of checking if they're here illegally or not. It's just hurting them, detaining them for days. And he's like, well, I don't see that at all. It must just be very few instances. And I'm like, no, we have examples of it happening here in Indiana to our friends and loved ones. What are you talking about? It's just a few things. And he's like, well, what we see is law and order. And he said a little over 50% of the people being arrested are actual people committing crimes. And I'm like, well, what about the other almost 50% that's not? And also, that doesn't count those people being detained in some type of scary detention center. There's no process of arresting them. They're just gone. And he's like, yeah, I think that's wrong. And I'm like, but you're not seeing it. So I would love to have the three of us know more about that than I do. And you can share the stories.
That's not necessarily true. You don't know that. I said 3 sentences and you made it. You're very knowledgeable.
You are also very knowledgeable.
Anyway.
Thank you. That means a lot. It's nice to be like backed up about how smart you are. I'm just feels right now. Sorry, I didn't have you join. I was like, I don't know how to do it. But okay. So anyway, the right is seeing completely different things. Talk to people on the left and they're like, how can anybody still support Trump? And I'm like, I guarantee you they're not seeing the same thing you're seeing. They're seeing law and order. This is good. This is a good thing.
That algorithm of rage we were talking about earlier, whenever I officially launched my candidacy about 2 months ago, and one of the first things I needed to do was create a public profile page, right, for my campaign.
Yep.
Immediately after my first 2 posts on Facebook, I had not followed anybody. I had not done anything to direct this account, but Facebook determined that I was right there, and that there are plenty of so-and-so torches, so-and-so discourse that's just a bunch of shoved up, politically speaking. And the problem is I knew enough about me to select a feed, not necessarily with my interests, but what Facebook assumed would enrage me, what Facebook assumed would outrage me, that it would drive my engagement, my clicks, my thinking. And as somebody who was raised in a contemplative prayer tradition, we have the knowledge that what you put in front of your eyes, what you are looking at and meditating on every day, that is the main thing that shapes who we become. And we have a highly sophisticated system of media that feeds us, that feeds our neighbors. Who see our neighbors in ways that we would never see them, even if we disagreed on what the right answer for immigration was, even if we disagreed on how to fund healthcare for our neighbors. The rhetoric of rage that is creating real and terrible moments of violence in our country is not an accident. It is not because that's the way it is. It is because we are being lied to and manipulated and funneled into profits for the biggest media corporations in the world.
I'm going to take this outside in a minute. So maybe after.
And that's and I believe that is the starting point of building the bridge back towards each other, is saying, because if you can't identify why we got this way, why everyone is so angry, and the minute you bring up a political subject, people like sit up and everybody gets bristly. It's like, wait, are you on my team or are you not on my team?
Right.
How angry do you need to be about what you're about to say? Because I saw a headline about it yesterday.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure
words.
That's right.
We've made right words and left words, and we get angry about the words
immediately.
Yeah.
And it's not because it's not important. It is important. People who are afraid that America is being overrun by people from outside of our country who are going to destroy it, that is a real fear that needs to be talked about. People who are outraged that people with the wrong last name are getting snatched off the street by masked men without warrants, that is right. You should be outraged about that. But why do we start at like a 15
Right.
and not like a 5?
I feel like we're learning.
Because
I feel like we're learning. Don't you? The Portland protests.
Mhm.
The Portland protests were like really peaceful because the left or the right was saying they're terrifying. These are violent people. Let's go and see. That's why we need to bring in military and ICE and everything.
Yeah.
And then they're like wearing frog blow up costumes and unicorn stuff.
They're
And
eating
then
the flies.
And then it's like
They're eating the
and
mosquitoes.
so now I got this from Christopher Machen. He's like, well, we look silly. He thinks we look silly and it's embarrassing. So it's like, well, how do we not look silly and embarrassing and not quite so extreme? How do we be like, no, wait, let's just have a conversation so you can realize we are alarmed about some very real things. There are reasons sometimes we struggle to sleep at night and they're real.
I mean, if you are embarrassed by the idea of wearing an inflatable frog suit, well, yeah, if you're embarrassed by wearing a frog suit, don't do that. You don't need to do that. If you are more like we need to do like freedom summer suits and ties marches, like this is a great moment to organize because people are ready to do something.
Yeah.
We're about to see one of the largest mobilizations in our country's history today in these No Kings protests. It's one of the biggest protests in our history. So if you're like, we need to do sit-ins, we need to do not civil disobedience, people, and we need to be in suits and ties and dress shoes, my brother in Christ, let us do the thing. But like the people that are out in Portland doing like the frog suits, this is America, buddy. This is how we all come together and do what we want to do to stand up for our neighbors and for justice. And so, yes, it's going to look silly. It's going to look professional. It's going to look like the crazy hodgepodge of America that we are. And let's get on it. Let's see suits and ties next to frog people. And let's fight for America.
Yeah, I wonder, it's funny what you wore. I decided to go professional with the name tag. You also decided to go professional. Because again, we're representing something. We're saying this isn't silly. This isn't ridiculous. We're not making false fears here. This is real. Everybody look at
We have an inflatable T-Rex.
See this way, you guys. I'm about ready to go outside. I'm gonna take my phone and my computer and see if it works. I'm gonna go outside if you want to come with me or stay here. Axel, he was on and now he's not anymore. So if you want to text him and get him back on, I'm gonna go outside. You're gonna be on a couple times with me today because I'm gonna do another one, and you're gonna do more stuff because we're both going to Corden.
Yeah.
So this is the one in Salem. I'm gonna go out there right now, and then we're gonna go to Corden.
Yeah. I'm gonna make it to Corden by 12:30.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning.
And
I gotta go soon. Yeah.
Then
so
I gotta go in Jeffersonville. I'm gonna get to Jeffersonville around the 2:30.
And make sure you use this link so you can connect with Scott throughout the day. I would like to do a giant shout out to Scott Aaron Rogers.
Scott Aaron Rogers.
This man spent the night here at this new amazing house. He is filming all day live. He just had some hot tea, hopefully, or something warm. Coffee, warm up
the same thing. Yeah.
Rest that wonderful, beautiful voice he's got, and we'll be connecting more. If you want to see, if you're on the Hoosleft feed and you want to see me talking to why protesters, why people are here in Salem, switch over to Project Next and then come back. And then I'll end mine, and he's going to keep going. So if you're watching on Project Next when this ends,
no struggle, no struggle, no progress. Professor Bubbles McFancy, we hear you, we see you.
What have to make it? What's he saying? Have to make that conversation happy. No struggle, no progress. That's
Hell yeah,
cute.
brother.
All right, that's cute. I have Tim and Sarah at Harvest Homecoming on the whoops. We are not at Harvest Homecoming. We're at Salem, but I just did it quickly from my phone. So that's funny.
All right.
Still figuring out tech things.
Yeah, I'm here to surrender your son to you.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Can you help me and carry this?
I can.
Okay, I'm gonna go. We have to keep these things close.
Why don't you follow Sarah?
Ethan, we have to keep this close to my phone because my computer is my phone internet. Does that make sense? I've never done this before so this is the amazing house that Renee helped get and everybody else, and you can come and if you're a candidate, you can come and like hang out here. It's incredible. Okay. Come out. I gotta get the dinosaur. I need to know who is in the dinosaur, why are they doing this, and to thank them because that's gonna bring a lot of people joy. Wow, I'm so impressed with how many people are here. Okay, you guys, I'm filming live on Project Next. I'm gonna come and talk to some of you. If you don't want to be on, just shake your head and I'll go past you. Okay. All right.
Stadium, Sarah.
Huh?
They set this down.
Yeah, try that.
All right, we'll set it down right here.
Okay, so I'm in Salem, Washington County. It's 20 minutes from my house in Palmyra. Here is downtown Salem. That's the cool government building that's really old and beautiful. Salem is a beautiful place, by the way. And I can't believe how many people are here. This is a county that's sort of similar to Harrison County in that I believe 100% of the officials in the county are Republicans, so it's a super majority here. But they do have some good people on the school board. I do know that. Okay, so I'm gonna just like show you some of the people. Ethan's doing his thing, campaigning. I'm so proud of him. That's what you gotta talk to everybody. Okay, I want to get the dinosaur. Dinosaur, I'm coming for you. Hey, props for wearing this costume. I love it so much. So why are you here? If you don't mind telling me, I'm Sarah Blessing. Hi. I'm on Project Next. We're on live on my media company that's all about stopping the fear, hate, and division, restoring the country, and uniting. So what's your name if you want to tell us?
Mira.
Mira?
Yes.
Hi, Mira. Nice to meet you. Okay, you decided to, one, come on a Saturday and do the No Kings thing, and two, wear a dinosaur costume. Can you tell me why?
To bring a little levity and joy to the protest.
Levity and joy. Love it. I think you're going to bring kids a lot of joy when they go past.
That's right.
And also, are we scary?
No, we are a fun dinosaur.
Were you paid to come here?
No, I was not. I did this for free. I even bought the costume myself.
You bought the costume for this event?
Yes.
Well, you rock, my friend. I am Sarah Blessing, and I run for State House in District 70, which is some people in Washington County. Depends on where you're at. We need to find somebody in the rest of Washington County if you are one to run for something. Woo-hoo! Okay, thank you for being on. I got to get the frog costume. Who is this? Do you mind if you're on? Do you mind if you're on? Oh, I know you. Do you mind if you're on Project Next?
I do
You're
not mind
so
at all.
adorable.
Thank you.
Okay, so what's your name?
My name is Erin Terrell.
We're Facebook friends, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And we met at the Pride Fest.
Yes.
Recorded. That was
Yes, we
beautiful.
did.
Yes, so I'm loving the outfit.
Thank you.
Why did you decide to wear a frog costume today, which I adore?
Obviously because the Portland Frogs have been
Portland Frogs! Woo woo!
so amazing and just so joyful through all of the terrible things, and I just wanted to bring joy back to our community as well.
I think you're going to make a lot of kids happy that are going to come past. I know that if I were driving past, you would make me happy too.
Oh, thank you.
And were you paid to be here?
Absolutely not. I am fully funded by myself. Yes.
I also was not
Yep.
paid to be here.
Yep. Here for free.
Here for free. Yeah, I know, like, some of my good, close Republican friends, when these protests started, they legit thought we were being paid $200 a protest to come.
Oh,
I was like, what?
I wish.
I
Can
know,
you imagine
same.
the other outfits I could buy with that?
You could have bought 10 people or whatever the frog costume.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just like to point that out, like how stupid it is. I'm sure that we think things that are not true about the Republicans, and the Republicans think things that aren't true, and it's all just the fear, hate, division. They're all just trying to make us think the other side's a monster, and they're not. Most people are freaking wonderful. My neighbor that's a big MAGA Trump person is one of my favorite people on this earth, and when he calls out sometimes on Facebook, he'll write some kind of very divisive stuff, and I just kind of comment, that's not true. Come on, now let's talk and work it out and calm it down. It's like, oh, the algorithm got to him, and sometimes it gets to me too, so I get it.
Build bridges, not walls.
I love that. Build
Yep.
bridges, not walls. Yeah. So if you are in Salem, if you are in a rural place in the country and you are thinking you are a blue dot, I'm here to tell you, you are not.
You're not.
This
You're
is-
not alone.
This is a very rural red place that vote for the voting records, but people-wise, it's not. A lot of people don't vote because they don't have hope. So a big point of this is let's work together and elect the best people. And yeah, and now this is all about No Kings. Why did you come today? We know you're coming to bring joy, but why else are you here?
Well, I've never really been one who liked to be controlled,
Oh, me neither.
and especially as an American. Good luck, buddy. Good luck.
Yeah, I
No
think we're
kings in
seeing.
America.
I think we're seeing some of the dictator authoritarian stuff not work. We're seeing some of it work, like the free speech, the stuff on public colleges, like the attack on Bloomington and what's going over. Our Indiana government's kind of like sweeping in and trying to take over Bloomington and IU Bloomington, and they kind of have in some areas. But in other things, it's not working. And I think that is showing right now. Don't you think it's showing a little bit? I've been picking up on that.
Because they've been trying to go after a certain marginalized groups of people all this time. And when it doesn't work, they just jump from a next
Yes.
to the next group.
They've been, scared of trans people, scared of immigrants.
Yes.
It's like, well, I'm scared of the billionaires controlling our government
And my health care.
and taking my health care.
Healthcare.
I'm scared of losing my free speech, which we haven't, by the way, but there's little signs of things on both sides. And we got to take down the anger, bring more love and joy, and working together in community building because it works.
Absolutely.
It works. We stopped the data center in Indy. Bipartisan stuff. It works.
Hope so.
I'm hoping we can come together and stop LifeWise. You know about LifeWise?
Yes.
That's some
Yes,
scary
I've been
stuff.
hearing about that.
So we just keep, as long as we can work together, we can stop it. All right. All right. Thank you. You get back to your letting everybody see you and feeling joy. I'm just going to walk past everything so everybody can see it. And then I'm going to grab a quick lunch. What time is it? I'm going to grab a quick lunch and meet everybody and meet you in Corden. Okay.
It was thumbs up.
Woo! All right. Let's get everybody. Hey guys, I'm Sarah Blessing. I run for State House, and I also have a network called Project Next. You guys are all going to be on Project Next if you want to follow. Sorry if you don't want to be. All right. So here's everybody. Woohoo! Woo! I like your hat and your skirt. Look at how cute you are. Everybody's fashion's adorable here. There's the frog. No kings. I love America because no kings. Me too. Same.
And like,
Ethan's got a vest on.
I have a vest for safety.
Let's keep you safe.
Yeah.
All of you are important. Let's keep you all safe. All right.
And
Thank you for being here. Hi, good to see you, my friend. Hey, you guys. Okay. So if you are driving around Salem today, shout us out, honk, maybe put some stuff on your social media. I'm going to join you all in Corden in about an hour. And thanks for watching. Sorry, the Wi-Fi was spotty, trying some new things here. And then we're not at Harvest Homecoming. That is my bad. Maybe I'll fix that for the next time. Hopefully the internet worked okay. I think it did. All right. Oh, Shuri's on. Hi, Shuri. Everybody's loving the costumes. That's what the comments are saying. So that's great. Okay. See you guys soon. Love you all.